I thought I would clarify why I'm doing these videos. And initially, I thought I would just sort of put my thoughts on video and get comfortable with being on video. And I have this little book of many, many, many notes I've taken, thoughts I've had, and sort of insights I've heard in audiobooks, or insights I've come up with myself, or it's my book of wisdom. And I've started making these videos thinking that it's really great advice for me to sort of recap, read what I've written, and verbalize it. So it sort of clarifies it in my own head. I'm teaching myself in a way. And if it's helpful for other people, I'm beyond thrilled with that. I think there's a lot of wisdom that I've gained from the thousands of hours, literally thousands of hours I've spent listening to audiobooks, podcasts, thinking, journaling, a lot of self-therapy and self-exploration. Because in the last few years, self-exploration has become, it was a hobby, and it's much, much more than a hobby now. I mean, it was never a hobby like what you would think of as a typical hobby, but self-exploration is not a hobby for me. It is the difference between sanity and insanity, happiness and depression, a life of meaning and fulfillment versus a life of empty delusion and blind conformity. And I've really seen that. I've really seen my knowledge and insight that I've gained help me determine right from wrong, good person to be with, or to open up or continue a relationship, or bad person. It's helped me filter and judge people because I've developed stronger standards and a way of explaining those standards. I wasn't just told or taught by someone else outside of me, don't do this, don't be friends with this person, act this way or act that way. Because if I'm simply taught those things, if I'm told to memorize certain morals or truths, they're not mine. I haven't come up with them. I don't have a awesome reason for them. I have simply just been taught to follow certain rules. But if I come up with those rules, I come up with those standards, I develop them after a lot of assessment and thinking, literally thousands of hours, then it's solid. It's sort of from my core. I've developed these things. These insights have come to me. I have used information I've learned to come up with standards for relationships I have in the future and the ones I have now, and standards for my life, standards for behavior I'll accept from myself and others, or things I am striving for. So this self-exploration is it's literally like a sculptor takes a piece of granite and chisels out a statue. What I'm doing is chiseling myself out into the statue that I am, the adult I want to be. And I'm shedding the excess. I am shedding excess relationships that are not helpful, that are not going to help me grow, and I am literally choosing fulfillment and meaning over a life of empty delusion and blind conformity. I know why I'm friends with someone. I know why I do something that I'm doing, and it's not just because I'm following some rule someone else told me to follow. It's because I'm following a rule I've come up for myself. I've created for myself, a standard I've set, and that makes a lot of difference, and that really leads to happiness and fulfillment and content feelings of well-being and better things in your life in general.